As the end of the year gets closer pretty quick here, there are some steps that investors can take to save on taxes and get ready for a whole new year. But what steps are right for you and how do you do it? Here to help today, money and business expert Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thanks for being with us again. And this is all timely stuff, at a time when the rest of us are thinking about holidays and things like that. So thanks for the reminder.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jason. Good to be with you.
And so let's start off with this. You say to set your health appointments before your deductible resets. Very important. And, maybe you still have some time to get in before those schedules really fill up here too, Derrick.
Well, everybody is hardworking, especially this time of the year. And one thing we don't want to have people do is rebuild up that deductible again with health issues. So if you've got that yearly physical, there's been that ailing shoulder you've had, the knee that your spouse is telling you to go have checked out, this is your excuse. I'm telling you, set up the doctor appointment now, get the advice. That way that appointment fits underneath the deductible. It doesn't cost you unneeded money. As hard as you work, we want to help you save money as well.
Yeah, you don't want to have to do that all over again next year when you could knock this out right now, Derrick. That's a good one. Also, you say to max out your tax advantaged accounts. Kind of explain that a little bit for people who might not be totally familiar.
Well, as you know, I like to have your money work hard for you as you work hard for that money. There's two ways to do this. First of all, think about if you're working for a company, you've got a 401k. If you work for a church or a nonprofit, you might have a 403b. Same name, same style of investing, different name, but it's all tax deferred. So the more you put into that, the longer it can grow and the faster your money works for you because Uncle Sam is off limits on the money. Also, you could do what's called an IRA, either a Roth IRA, which grows tax-free, we love that, or a traditional IRA, you pay tax down the road. All of those are ways to put money aside. You get to pick how it's invested, but Uncle Sam can't touch a dime of it until you pull it out later on in life. So that can be a savvy way now to make the contribution and make sure it counts for this year's taxes, so your taxes might be a bit lower next year.
Good reminder, and especially, if people had set aside too much money to spend on gifts, maybe you divert a little bit of that because this stuff is really important too. It's also important to make donations to charity, and some folks may be thinking about that at this time of year anyway, but it helps you, not only to be a better person and feel better, but it could help you out later on too.
Well, it sure can. And keep in mind, gifts to charity often help the charity at the end of the year. It is when they have most of the need they've got, and it helps you tax-wise, but there's a way most people don't think about, and that is it can help impact your family. Around Thanksgiving, for example, if you're around the table, what if you said, hey, we're going to each chip in $20. Let's pick a cause our family can get behind and feels important. And what it does is it generates a discussion with your family. There's a cause you all care about, and it can unite what can often be some fragmented families. So pick a cause you care about, but it also models for your kids the power of giving, which is even greater than a tax deduction.
No, that's a great way of doing it there, Derrick. And also, check with your employer too, maybe make sure, maybe they do matching. Sometimes I neglected to do that several years back, so I've learned that the hard way. Also, finally, you recommend a budget checkup as we come to the end of 2024. What is on your list when you talk about that?
Well, keep in mind all the things that are on auto pay, for example, subscriptions. If there's services that ding your credit card every single month, you typically overlook. All of those can add up to some serious money, but also you want to look in what I call capture and keep. Call your cell phone company, your cable company here in Texas, call your electricity provider, home insurance, automobile, and say, look, I'm considering changing. Is there a deal you've got that can keep me as a customer? What we find, Jason, is about 85% of the time, they will save you money because they want to keep you as a customer. The strategy then, capture the money and keep it by putting it toward the highest interest rate debt. That way you're getting your budget off to a good start for 2025.
All right, these are some good things to work on if you got some time off coming up. Derrick, thanks as always, and happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks, you too, Jason. Enjoy the pie.
I will, believe me, more than you know.